If you look at how hard Jim and his team are polishing this engine, you'll understand how long it takes to look after them. This one was actually built in 1934, and it's one of the engines owned by Richard Hazel. So most of you might know Richard Hazel, very local Hazel Jeffries. You probably see the yellow and blue lorries on the road. And hopefully they managed to get the sales in order, but we should have all 5 of the Richard Hazel engines coming in at the same time. I quite like this one because it was actually weapons preservation very locally, just in Solomon Commons, where I'm from, just sort of the next village along. And that was back in the 1950s. So that was really when the steam movement started, when people realised perhaps we ought to keep these useful engines for us, for the future. And here's a fine example of one that has been kept and preserved. And I'm pretty certain Richard bought it. I did say it on the programme in 2015, so it's in its second year now. Rhythm of Fifth, here it comes. Driven expertly by Jim Sarney, steered by Trevor Smallbone. And if anyone wants to help Trevor, he's always looking for people that are willing to help polish it, because it does take a long time to get engine speed. It's quite interesting in terms of photographers. A lot of people go and take photographs of the hubcaps on the engine, because you literally can see they're like a mirror. So they're very well polished. Now, you won't see this in many places. We're very lucky to have the collection of Sentinels again from Richard Hazel. You can see that on the front of the lorry. So these are all Shark-Drive Sentinel lorries. And again, all around the same year, so all 1934. So we're very lucky. We've got the X4 to start with, so very simply that's the four-wheel one, followed by the X6, and followed by the X8. So these are some of the last few lorries that were built by Sentinel. And it is lovely to see all of them in the same livery, all the same details. So the X6 is just going past me in the comments we've got now, followed by the X8. So very different type of engine. If you look, these are a vertical boiler, and most of the workings are underneath the engine. You'll see that as they come in. And even the S8 is just coming in now, so it's a four-wheel steer on the front. That's why this Taylor's modern lorry. So we have a lot of eight-wheel lorries who run there now with the tarmac business. And they do exactly the same, so they've got four-wheel steer on the front. These were, in fact, the S8 was the prototype one, because it's one of the only one that survives in the world. You're very lucky to see that going to their house. The S8 driven by Jack Hazel. So Richard's youngest son, and he's driving the S8 around. In fact, Jack was up at 3 o'clock this morning out working. So he's come along, and thank you very much, Jack, for coming out today. He even came smiling as well. And I do like the sofa on the back, so if anyone's heading towards the Kirkland Pike later, you might see 3 lorries on the road, because there's some of the few engines that can actually go quite a distance, or can actually travel to their own round on the same day and go home. Now you can see they go around the inside, because these lorries, I'm pretty certain you'll probably get a good 50 miles an hour, I suppose. Before you can't get quite that fast on the ring, but they still get good turn speed. And the last one here in the paper collection, we have the Woodcote, because there was on the estate, there was their own sawmill, and they would have used that then to actually power the engine. Come on, Mr. Temple, come on, you're allowed to come in now. So you can see for very level 5 ring cable engines, there will be 6 next year, which cables just bought a steamroller, which is quite active, it's just an open to use it commercially. But it was one that was owned by the Reverend Mechanical Car and Gas Company. So we're looking forward to seeing that next year out of the team. So I think Jim Sarney is driving the showroom engine to go his work right now. So I think he's in charge of doing that. And it came back into England, there you go, 2006 it came back in. And again, David's owned this engine for years. Get where we keep going now. So David's owned this one since 2009, and using Catherine up there on the controls. So obviously Catherine's allowed David to have a play on his roller. So road rollers, fairly self-explanatory. They would have been used for making the roads around Great Britain. That's why you've got a big roll on the front, and you've got a big flat roll on the back. So they're great on road work. Not so ideal on a wet rally field, so we're very lucky we've got a bit of sun. Now closely followed behind Dave is number 21 with programme, so this is E-type paving portable Nimbus. I'm quite happy to say this is the only steam rally that Nimbus comes to each year. It's probably the closest roller to the rally as well. You can always see the shed from where it lives from here in the ring. It's owned by Bruce Lee at Hanmore. This was built for David, 1927. And Bruce's father Peter had this engine 50 years ago, so it's been the same house for a long time. Unfortunately, Peter's no longer with us, but Bruce is carrying this roller on. And it came back into England, there you go, 2006 it came back in. And again, David's own attention for you. Again, where we keep going now. So David's own this one since 2009, and using captain up there on the controls. So obviously captain's allowed David to have a play on his roller. So road rollers, fairly self-explanatory. They would have been used for making the roads around Great Britain. That's where you've got a big roll on the front and you've got a big flat roll on the back. So they're great on road work, not so ideal on a wet rally field. So we're very lucky we've got a bit of sun. Now closely followed behind Dave is number 21 in the programme. So this is D-type paving board for Nimbus. I'm quite happy to say this is the only team rally that Nimbus comes to each year. It's probably the closest roller to the rally as well. You can always see the shed from where it lives from here and there. It's owned by Bruce at Hanmore. This one's built for David, 1927. And Bruce's father Peter had this engine 50 years ago. So it's been the same house for a long time. Unfortunately, Peter's no longer with us, but Bruce is handling this roller along. And Bruce is very happy that I'm doing the commentator today as well. Now, Bruce has put number 5 on the front. Is that because you had this roll out 5 times, or? Almost. I'm quite a big target as well, I'm trying to miss. Now we're going to stop the next owner because unfortunately I didn't get all the information on this one from Robert, so this is very new to the area. So this is made by Marshall. It's owned by Robert Butler again, just on the outside of the village here at Woodcote. And this is a convertible. So that means not only is it a steamroller, but it can also be a traction engine. So this one's called Gordon. And it was built in 1904, so quite an old roller, or quite an old engine I should say. So Robert literally has had this, what, for 2 months now, 2 months? Christmas, there you go, it's a Christmas present for himself. And if anyone has a chance, you go over and see Robert's latest purchase, which is a little wallet. We're not quite sure if it's a 6-ton or an 8-ton advance engine. We have got one of those come around and see around the Midway shortly, but you'll see it in some quite interesting colours, and they all sizes of what they call a playground roller. A lot of steam rollers. Number 15 coming past me next, so this is Britannia, owned by Stuart Smith, so these are some of probably our longest travellers, that father and son from down the Andover in Netherwater. This one was built in 1920. Stuart's had it for 10 years now, again it's made our time class on called Britannia. And it's very nice, it's all this original working clothes. I think that's Stuart just used to have a polish device, but it's all original working clothes, it's very nice. And you see on the back, so to make it a little more comfortable on the road, Stuart's got to get a bit older, and he needs a nice bit of rubber on the back there to keep it comfortable. So in the working days, a lot of gentlemen have metal brakes on, and unfortunately today a lot of road highways agencies aren't too keen on metal straight engines on the road, so you can see that's why a lot of them have got the rubber on. So the showroom then has got some very nice smooth rubbers on, which are fine on a nice dry rally field, but as you see Stuart's gone for the idea of having a bit of grip on there as well, so at least in the wet you can do something. Followed by number 14, which is also from the Smith family, so it's owned by Alan and Linda Smith in Netherwater, so these both came from 5 months and low loaders. So this one was operated by Edison. Now Edison is one of the largest suppliers of road rollers as a hire company in the whole of the country. We're very lucky we've got 4 Edison rollers here today. This one you see, Alan's got some nice working lamps in there as well. You can see hanging on the back, we would have used those for marking where this has done some road rolling. Now something a little bit more unusual. It's number 12 in your programme, again by Woodcote and Basingstoke. This one's called Phoebe. So one of the last production rollers we could see back in the 1930s. Woodcote was quite wide in towards the end, they all different ways of taking rollers, and you'll notice this one's on the flywheel. So it's clean by slow rate, so when we say if the flywheel stops, they're out, of course, only over the winter it's changed around the midway And the game unit went is a different way of firing, quite a different style of engine. And we're hoping to see Rob Butler's one restored to the back in a couple of years and get that up. Not on your programme, family new. Another Adrian Ford brother. So, some of you use based down in Sussex, press the side to come here and stay on to see the other longer. So you can see Barry Rowe on the Ford family, I should say, not just Barry. Barry's the one on the back, it's the loud one. So I must thank Barry, he did help me out stop this morning with delivering the coal to the engine. You can all the engines run on coal. I had a nice job of driving the forklift. Barry had the heavy job of actually lifting all the back when we go on the pub road run. Number 11 on Castle Performing, so this is the Wallace of Dealers, yeah, going down the railway station. So it's nice to see so many local, a local manufacturers so many in the area. So this one was called Data Mate. This was owned by Richard Wade for Penfield. So this was road over here during the week. This one was built in 1924. So yeah, quite different to Andy Millions, which was the advanced rollers going around. A lot of this was built a bit early, so it was in a sale. I can't remember, I think about 7 engines were sold in the John T. Taylor time. It was very big in the steam world. There's not many times you get a sale where there's so many steam engines, also such interesting types as well. So nice to see, and driven by Richard Wade for that. Right, one of the most interesting rollers we've got here, I'm going to say, because if you look at the two coming up here now, we've got number 6 and number 7, first and a half and number 7. This is quite unique, that's built in America, so most of them we've got all built in the United Kingdom, again quite different. We've got Versatile Boys to go straight up on that one, it's not like a traditional English design. This one came back into the UK from back in, well, it was a couple of years ago now. 2007, thanks, Jeff. These someone to remember, not me. So it's very unusual again, it's not another one of those that just go through, so please do have a look. It's quite nice, you can see what the engineering that goes into actually working, a lot of the motion work is exposed, so you can see what's going on. Just going past me now is the other one from the Woodcote family. This is number 6 of your programme, this is called a shade drive. It's only got 2 rolls. So you see that as it goes past. There's a big one on the front, there's a big one on the back. So again, it's a one-off. Just go past to number 1 in your programme, the rest is going by the Crump family of Benson. Being driven today by the Crump's youngest son, Jack. This is built in 1916. I think I spoke to Mike, who did say I had a spell and rent some bones as well, so again one of the big people in the whole country that were hiring out rollers. You can realise how much work goes into owning an engine, so over the winter, most of this engine was a fit, whilst Mike and family rebuilt land, so there was a nice deadline because it had to be a wedding in April, so that's good work from the boys. I think it's going to be an old glory this month in the magazine. So it's good to see, it's all painted back up and it's running a street today. So again, you'll see that on the pub run later. So Hartley, nice blue engine, number 5, it's a Clayton Shutterworth Atlanta. So this is one of our engines that's come up from Discot. We've got a few of here today. This was actually driven by Trevor and Shirley Lamb today. That's the only way to Shutterworth because he might be standing around in the ring somewhere. So it's quite nice to see them in different colours. If you look around, most of them are in green or maroon or brown. So it's quite unusual to see something in blue. That probably goes to its name as well with Atlantic as well. So George purchased back in 2014. And this is what they call an agricultural engine. So this is the tractor of the day. So we would have pulled the tractor to come around. Would have pulled the elevators, we would go from farm to farm, and the big flywheel on the side, so the engine is the left hand side, would be used with a belt and powering the machinery in the car. And again, we talk about driver comfort, so it has some rubber scrapers up on the back, so when you're ever do actually load that engine, it's a lot more comfortable. So not too far away, it's just the first engine. So the bottom and the bottom engine, the tanks the same, got a big bar with the belt on. Next version turned out. It's going to take me here on Sunday night, in fact it's the first exhibit in the rally series, if anything follows on our Facebook page. Please do make sure you follow the rally all the way to the new events competition. That was shameless as well, so I want to say it. So you'll see that the first engines arriving on Sunday night, straight from another show where it was on store bench duty. Again, something else those engines would have been used for was in store bench work. So next collision shows is on number 9 car, owned by the Hawthorne family of Malta. So this is a Burrell Gold Medal tractor, a lot to say it's a desirable engine to have in your collection if you can have one. So this one was built in 1914. And again, supplied locally in St. Risborough, so it's sort of been around a different places since. So Richard bought this 17 years ago. It's really nice to see that both Richard and Skills are really interested in the team as well. So they've got a miniature that will come around shortly.
This one?
Very busy on the road, you can see the trailer and Land Rover in the tow. And today Richard's just been demoted to steering the engine, and the cable hand to Jeff because he's driving the engine. So when we talk about that engine, there are usually two people on the engine. There's the driver, who's controlling the fire and the regulator, and the steersman who's actually steering the engine where it's going. So it's always interesting when you say if there's an accident, who is actually responsible? The person steering it or the person actually at the control? Dan's just pointed and that's why he's having the accident. So I should know a bit about this engine. So it's number 3 in your program current half, 77. Built in 1922, so it's an 8-ton C-pipe, that means it's a steam in the cylinder. It's a name down the side, I'm sure when Dan's got a steady hand, he'll be writing everything down the side. Over by the Wood family down in Woodcote. There's lots of information in this one. I used to roll this engine before Dan put it off me, so there's quite a bit of research going into where it's been over the years. It's pretty much been up and down the country through various owners. So it's nice to see that it still stays local. And Dan bought this as his first engine, and we bought this back in Christmas 2016. So keeping with the Edison theme, Stony Broke. Well done. I can't remember now, so the one in front was what, 430 and this is 384. So if you look on the front of these rollers, they've got all their little numbers on there, so that would have been the fleet numbers. So it's number 8, Stony Broke. It's owned by the Davis family of Hamley. Again, supplies the Industry Edison Corporation down in Dorchester. And I know that the same as the I can do some quick maths because that's over 30 years. Revs in the road up between all the different rallies, you see it with a living wagon and you see it with a Woodcote behind, and you and the Cardinal family who's usually up there behind the car in between the rallies while the boys are working, moving it from side to side. And if anyone was so programmed, they would have seen that Stony Broke was also the winner of the best ever in the show. Oh, sorry, Gary, I meant to look over the top as well. So just on past picture number 4 in the programme. So it's also an 8-ton quarter. 8-ton is quite a popular size on the side. The weight 10.5 tons. So I can imagine Gary now was sat up there again, that would be well over 10 ton on that engine. Gary's quite good at slow races. So we'll see afterwards if he can regain his title. So Gary's also quite a big tractor fan as well. So you usually see him over tractors and lorries, all the steam engines. He's got quite a collection. Again, probably one of my close relations here with Arthur. There's Arthur here and Arthur the other, the only before. Driven by Debbie Master, the 2.5 by Darren Master. So this is a Fowler, so something a little bit different. It's a Fowler DMB roller. This was built in 1930, so again getting towards the end of when steam engines are being manufactured. So again, like with David Temple's roller, the regular outside the red line and black line covered in Woodcote. Sometimes they go a bit further field and that's prevented the highwayman. So, the Fowler rollers just to run out. The last of our lines of full-size engines. Oh, I have been also told to point out that the Fowler roller is available to purchase. The engine that's following Darren is something that he would like to upgrade to. It's a little bit quick on the road. Before you go up into the field and the red flat line in the village. So if anyone's interested, please communicate Darren on head number 2 to see if you can have it. Right, so third time, Miss Carolina. Well, I can't, I'm not going to call it a minute, can my child? As Carl pointed out, how can it be a minute, Joyce? So moving down to 6-inch scale, late entry, because Michael already decided simply he was going to bring another engine, but he decided that the sun's out, so the canopy's off, he's got it convertible out, so it's a 6-inch road locomotive. So actually, if you almost look at the lines behind now of William V as his own car, William is also a road locomotive but with chosen fitting, so it's got a dynamo bracket on the front for powering electricity for there, whereas the one Michael's driving around in half size, that's the road locomotive just for pulling large weights around. And if you see him at Stoke Road, you'll see him pulling that rather large log trailer. One of the oldest finishes you have from Parsons is 60 scale Ultimate engine. So it's half the size of Richard Paul's full-size one, number 1. Expertly driven by Michael Crump Benson and steered by Will France of Woodcote as well. This was built in 1974 for the Banford family as in Jason B. Banford. So hopefully by tomorrow, if I get myself into gear, we'll have it Sir Banford nameplate on the side. So that's tomorrow's task. It was built by a company called Seven Land today up in Warwickshire, and they actually build all the engines you see, all the Disneyland parks across the world. So it's quite an interesting company, it's been in existence for a long time, and now it's one of 2 that were made at the time. Sorry, we're clicking the right part of the programme now. Sometimes Tom brings it around with something to go around the back of it, and this one's called Dolly. And it's nice to see we've got the 2 engines together that only have full-size engines, also got smaller engines. So we've got Paul Davis from the Davis family bringing Bud around. Again, one of the oldest vehicles here, it was built in 1980. It was built by Alan Davis, who was the grandfather of the Davis family, and it's actually going to make a rebuild over the winter. They've had new boiler, new firebox, front and back replacer, quite an take on engine that size. So I know Paul's had a bit of fun with it today with having a new boiler, but it looks like he's running perfectly around there now. One of our longest visitors, number 17. Beer garden. And we've even got the Ringwood Brewery umbrella on there as well. So deals with controls. Ian sat there in the beer garden. And it's not beer in the trailer behind, it is some water. So this one's called Forjo. It's number 17 in your programme. Purchased in 1996. I know Journey has got a little bit of work to us over the winter, but it's lovely to see you come up here as normal. Again, something a bit more unusual having a Towler 4-inch shed engine there. And it's one of 2 engines that build at the same time. A lot of these people building in Minsters will build a couple at the same time. And speaking of engineers and builders, we have there the Marion Carrot. So we saw the 6-inch Burrow road locomotive that Michael was driving up and forward, not too far away. purchased this, I think, quite a few years ago now. I know he's been doing little jobs on ever since, and he's out most weekends on it. Number 8. Bill was very good, so I asked him if he wanted to enter the steam engine. He said, yes, of course I do, Guy, and then he said all the details of his motorbike. But I'm glad to see he did actually bring a steam engine along. So number 8 has gone past me. Contract old engine, drove my new colleague drove. First time this is when you guys come here each year, it's always nice to see that we have been coming from further afield. So that's going by after hunting quite a few years ago, and after we come around so number 7 about to go past me. It's owned by John Thomas of Fulham. So again, half-size Garrett engine. Now, if you look at it, you might be thinking, it doesn't look particularly big, but that's because if you scale it down from the full-size Garrett, you'll realise that, of course, that all those different sizes, you can quite happily see the size of Showman's engine. And then if you look at one of the rollers behind, that's all the only miniature Showmans we have. But this year we have a couple. We're very, very honoured to have a couple. This is a 4-inch Fowler, Lady Irene, owned by Cecil and Wendy from Marlow. So again, not too far away. Cecil will hopefully put a belt on later and see the lights working on it. So that's the third scale of the full-size one you can see in the ring. Number 16, what should I say, Henry? What should I say? Happy for you or happy for the engineer? So over on Nigel and Penny with it, just down the road at Programmatic, ladies and gentlemen. So again, Foster designed engine. It's really nice. Nigel and Penny are most weekends between married. You're sitting on the pub run later. That was the first thing that Penny asked me when I went around this morning was, what time is the pub run? So I need my fix when we go to the pub and some beer. So we'll see them later at the Black Lion. Becky, you don't want to go all the way around. Becky, well, I was going to say Becky Pope, but of course she just became married. So it's owned by the Pope family down in Bracknell. And a few years ago, from the engine was a different colour, so it's been nicely repainted into a nice room. And that's based on a Marshall design. Followed by Goliath. When you're doing your programme going hard, and you're playing Callaway at the morning boat. This was a 3-inch scale, so it's 45, it's times all by 4, and you've got a full-size Olsen engine, like the one over which it's called the right number of programme, 23. So, over behind it, Quinta Beckensfield, the number 23 just gone past me. Now, I do like Alex engines, he has that nice scale trailer behind, so I'm hoping to borrow later to try to find my engine. So it's quite nice to see. That would have been a traditional traction engine wagon of the time. Alex owned this for a couple of years now, it's slowly going through it. He was much more impressed with last weekend. This was called Joyce and it was built in 1995. Now, Mike Mortimer, who sat with the glasses and the hat on earlier, so Mike had to build both these engines, so a lot of this is home engineering, so they've got nice big workshops where they can make a lot of these steam engines up. Not when you lead your programme, never. Horry Fred, and that's just the driver. Owned by the Temple, well, this is Miles Temple, owned by the Temple family up in Woodcote. This is a 5-inch scale engine, again something a bit more unusual. And look how much we can play behind it. There's all the people sat in there. Any exhibitors will see Miles this morning. Again, regular around Woodcote. Now we are very lucky to have these two Showman's engines, so we have been up here for a couple of years. In fact, last time Peter up here for a different engine. So both these two engines are both half size to full size. So the first one's called Wizard, and that's a Burrell Showman. And Keith built that one over 6 years. So 6 years, how much work goes into these engines, goes into making them. So they're both of us. The first one's Keith Bowles, and the second one is owned by Bill Fidel, who's moved to Hayden Island. This one, again, feels very complimentary to Showman's version, it's called Goliath. I'm hoping they'll be making an appearance down by the BSM later next to the full-size one generation as well. So both capable of pulling probably, you know, a good 6-7 tons, maybe even more than that I would have thought. So they're very capable engines, those two. Nice driving position. So you can see as they're both sat up there in the bunker, they see exactly what's going on. So they're exact models of the full size ones you can see going around. Again, late entry. Again, what can I say about you, Dave? Nothing. This is the original would have been built in 1875, Graham told me earlier, which is almost as old as Dave Post is driving around on the side of it. So it's a Farring engine. Fortunately, we've got a full size in here. This engine, which came earlier. Well, I think Tim's quite happy driving this one round anyway. So you can see there, plenty of space for dog as well, and quite nifty on the road on it, pneumatic tyres. So when the folding lorries are getting a bit more advanced, they put a pneumatic tyre, which made it a little bit more comfortable for you on the road. I think we also have the Showman and Keith. Do you want to bring your Showman engine up in front of the full-size one? We'll put those next to full-size, then we'll see what a lovely engine that is. Oh, yeah. As expertly polished as Trevor's been on the full-size one. Oh, well, Jim, you're smiling. I can imagine Trevor's all the polishing on it. So later, full-size 4TD Lord Ragnar sat over there on the wasting stand. Unfortunately, it's not been particularly well placed, that's not been stealing. But hopefully tomorrow we might have that one out and about. And we said they'll be the first Barrow attended in quite a few years. And Tony and family and friends have spent a long time restoring that now up to where you can probably see over there. You can put in off that paintwork. So please do go and see those as well. So hopefully everything lined up. So especially just walking along the back of engines, that's who is dedicated to Whistler 2 base, definitely. So we hope you feel better soon. So if I could please ask the miniature engines, if you would like to please from the bottom, I think the towel's already off, obviously. Right, Paul, if you'd like to raise your hat, so when the hat is dropped, you'll be able to start. Remember, you all do actually need to start, because ladies and gentlemen and children, you'll realise that they all then watch to see who's actually going to move first. So Paul, it's on your starters, on your marks. Get set, go. There we go. So Mr. Temple's decided he's going to be the starter, closely followed by Gary Reynolds. I can cope with commentating a slow race. I think for the horse racing I'd probably not be so good. Oh, look at that. It's quite an equal line at the moment. So Jack Crump's gone for the idea, if you help then the fly all by hand, because again that's not cheating, you can do that, so keep the engine moving. So what you'll find is they'll find a little hole or a dent in the field, which will just be enough to stop the engine moving. Now I reckon Trevor Louch has been practicing, she definitely wasn't that slow at Stoke Road. So again, you're not looking at the engines at the front, you need to walk to the other side to see the engines at the back. Well, that's why I couldn't see the roller down the other end. So Luke Winfield is expertly driving that incredibly slowly. He is actually moving. But no, Trevor Louch is doing pretty well though. He has been practicing, I think, because he's speeding up a bit now. Not too fast, Trevor. Colin Law doing very well, the Edison roller, local engine, Darren Martin there, which is available for sale, I have to say. He's also doing very well after there on a Fowler. It's amazing a Fowler can go that slow really, because usually even in quarters would be a lot better. Stuart Smith doing very well, I know he's a regular contender in this. Again, look how slow that flywheel's moving. You can even see the spoke. Mr. Temple's given up. He obviously realised the beer tent is calling. So Trevor Lance has lost his party there with a case in the Shuttleworth. Which way? Yeah, you're still going, Barry, you're right, but you're going the wrong way now. So Jack Crum's doing very well on the end here. Dan, you do realise it's a slow race, so it's the last one across, not the first. And almost at the other end is Jeff Wingfield, he's almost made it. I think he's proving a point there that I keep saying that they're so slow that perhaps he'd have a separate slow path for them. Gary Reynolds is doing well, he's got his eye back in. Jack's polishing the flywheel at the same time though with a bit of rag, so yeah, not cheating, the flywheel is still moving. Oh, Stuart Smith out! Oh. He must have stopped, the flywheel must have stopped on that one. Right, so who have we got left in? Well, the Wingfield, very slow as you can see. Go on, Stuart. Stuart's not going to leave. Stuart's staying for our next race, so we're doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, are they allowed to turn the flywheel by hand?
Well, technically it's not stopped moving, so Jack's just polishing his wheel, I think, as he's moving along there. Or is this the game how close you can get to the commentator before I move? Trevor and Shirley, you just stay for the next race. We've got a special race between you and Stuart Smith in a minute. And then we're going to use Sammy Lou. And hopefully Colin and Laura are going to stay in as well. Yep.
Got hands out of the way. Where do you think the next person is going to be? It's going to be your head. Have you got a scratchy head? You've got an itchy head? Yeah, right, so there's the transmitter on it. Get the other one sorted out. Right, sit on you. Where are you going? You're already on the go. Did you? Bend your elbow so your hands center. Smile. Come on, bend your elbow. That's it. Don't forget to breathe. Everyone holds the breath with the hour comes up on the that's it. You've got a perfect house there. Okay. If you're here tomorrow, you can do my job instead. Wise old apple doesn't exist. Biggest thing on the planet is practically more intelligent.